guest is my good friend, Jimmy, also known as Jimmy Goldfingers, and we're crafting the ever so popular mojito cocktail. Just like Jimmy, everyone knows this drink, literally everyone. As a kid, you probably remember getting it as a virgin cocktail or a mocktail, which we'll also be making for him today because he is no-go on the alcohol. This drink is flavorful, it's fun, and it's popular, just like Jimmy. Now let's craft this baby up and dig into what Jimmy's got going on with his life, his work, and his art. Welcome to Cocktails with Cheetah. As promised, I have Jimmy Goldfingers here, my buddy, my friend. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for doing this. I'm so happy you're here.
No problem. I don't do nothing on Sundays but sleep in. So, it is what it is. Let's get it.
It's perfect.
Right.
It's something you checked it to do.
Right.
I don't think people know this. Actually, I think everyone that's close to you knows that you do not drink.
Oh, no, not at all.
Not a drop of alcohol get dropped into this man's mouth. Tell me anything.
I probably had like 3 shots attempted. 2 of them actually went down. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. You know what? This ain't for me. This ain't I'm just not.
And the thing is, some things, they're just not for everybody.
Nah, man. And plus I'm cheap. So it's like, I'm not about to pay $10 for a drink and water costs $1. So
in most cases, they're free at restaurants.
Oh, yeah. You can finesse some water.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got to go to the bathroom and drink out the sink.
Exactly. Water is accessible to all.
Exactly. So, I'm good. No, it's not my character to do it. So, I'm just on.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but, why don't you drink?
You know, it was just never me. I would always have to, babysit people. All my friends, and they just told me, oh, yeah, we used to get purposely drunk before you got here. So now you got to drive.
We all know how that is.
Yeah.
You got that one person who
I had 6 people.
Oh, no, I mean, you the one person.
Oh, yeah.
That take you everywhere, do everything, watch everybody.
I'm like, bro, I've been driving for 4 days now. Where are we going? And they just drunk oh, man, we just wanted to ride around.
We just can't drive.
Right.
We inebriated.
Right.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's too embarrassing to be like, yeah, give me a sangria or give me I don't know, some sort of wine cooler, but
mojito.
I mean, yeah, mojitos are good, but especially without alcohol.
Yeah.
Where you can taste the actual ingredients instead of the penicillin that y'all put into it, which is alcohol. So, yeah.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
No, but thank you. And that's what makes this even more special, that you don't drink and you're still here. And I appreciate it so much. But for Jimmy, we are going to craft a mojito, however, with a club soda or a sparkling water, some fizzy stuff. Whoops. Boing.
Right.
They're excited too.
Right.
Whoa.
Fuck.
We're gonna craft a version, or most people say now, a mocktail of a mojito. I am, of course, going to use white rum for my drink.
Oh, wow. Go nuts.
And exactly. That's what I love about Jimmy. He doesn't give a fuck what you do. It's just that's you.
That's just not me. Yeah, this is me.
This is the dynamic.
Whatever you got to do to get you there, get there.
Get there.
Get there. But yeah, go ahead. Go nuts.
Perfect. So I'm going to start by just filling our glorious shaker here with some ice. I did wear gloves, but they're not the type of gloves that makes this sanitary.
Yeah, you are not passing the health inspection with those boys.
Hell no, this is my house. I'm gonna drop them in there with this spoon now.
Oh, look at you.
Innovative.
Being considerate of people's health. What's that disease that's going around right now in China?
Coronavirus.
That is crazy. I thought y'all was getting diseases off of drinking beer. What is that about?
I thought so too. I got freaked out a little bit. You know how the porn industry got crazy when AIDS started going around? That's how I got when I saw Corona. Damn, I can't drink.
I'm sitting there scrolling through the channels oh, y'all messed up. Nah, see, I knew I wasn't supposed to be drinking. Y'all out here wearing masks because it's airborne.
Dude, I was like, this is fucked up.
Dog.
This is kind of on the level of the Ebola crisis. It's kind of scary.
And it's making its way through Toronto and it's coming
Dude, they just have reports from California. Berkeley Hospital or something like that. It's getting serious. Look, surgical masks are a real thing. Wear them.
Yeah.
Don't act like SARS didn't just happen 10 years ago.
No,
well, damn, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Just about.
Mm-hmm.
We old.
Yeah. We old.
We're so old. Speaking of old, you've been doing your art for a long time. Kind of like the other guests I've had on the show. You guys aren't just new to what you do. You've been doing it for like years.
Definitely not. So a lot of people don't know, before I was doing photography, I went to school for, before I went to school for it, I was a painter and I could draw. I could draw before I could read or write. Mm-hmm. And so that was kind of like my way of like communicating with people. Not so much like I had to draw like food and like feed me, mom.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but like some of those mundane things, like, you know, showing love or like expressing like your feelings and things of that nature.
Yeah. So my granddad was, he was like a man of like many trades. He could make shoes. He could cut your hair. He could do X, Y, and Z. So he would actually just like draw like cowboys, like the Marlboro cowboys, at the back of magazines. And I would try to like do the same thing. And so, of course, I'm never going to live up to where he was at, because he was like 60 something when I was like younger. And so in the midst of that, I just started like picking up how to draw and stuff like that. And I would be the kid in school just to be like, oh, we're going over our tests. I'm drawing. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I'm getting told like, oh, we're about to call your parents. And then like, I'm getting my ass beat. So, you know, so it's just like I never stopped drawing. But once I got to college, I didn't actually go, because I had a full ride to art college. I won't tell nobody, because everybody's mad at me every time I tell them.
What college? You gotta know what it is.
It's CCS. I didn't go because I didn't want to. I wasn't a school person. I was like, I just want to draw. I don't want to like tell me how to draw. I just want to draw. So I ended up going to Oakland Community, and I loved it. It was the best thing I actually could have did for my life. I took time off, then went there. I went back for like art. I had a photography class, and then I loved it. I just kept going with it. Mm-hmm. I appreciated it more because I was older and I was able to retain knowledge, as opposed to just like, you know, just like being 21, 22, just like running the streets and doing whatever. So
that's lovely. And like, yeah, I actually was gonna try to segue that.
Oh, damn, I messed up. I messed
up. It's all right. No, I love it, because you're like, I'm about to let them know. But that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't know that you are an illustrator, a painter. Like, you're just not a photographer. And I feel like, especially with artists today, they get kind of looped hole in just this one segment. Like, you know, they see you like, oh no, you're just this, or oh no, you're just that. But you're like, no, I'm multifaceted. Like, I can do multiple things. I can do a lot. So like, talk about that journey of like when you have to express to people that I'm just not a photographer. Like, I actually do this, you know, art thing. I'm in this art world for the long haul. Yeah,
so I mean, that's literally like, I have like no other skills except for like art skills. Like, and it's crazy. But yeah, so I think being a painter and being able to compose a piece, it helps you out with composing a photo, because it's the same thing. It's just a different machine or different tool.
Like a different medium, right?
Yeah. So basically, if you can draw a photo, if you can draw or paint a good picture, you can possibly take a photo. It's just about, you got to now navigate through a camera as opposed to a pen or a pencil or a paintbrush. That's really all it's about. And you just got to get your mindset strictly on whatever you're trying to do. Like, I was working at Whole Foods for a number of years, and a good friend of mine, his name is Shay, spray paint artist. He walked up to me. He was like, "Hey man, how things been going?" I was like, "Oh, good. I'm just doing X, Y, and Z." And I was telling him I'm doing all these things. He's like, "What do you do again?" And I was just like, "Oh, well, you know, I do graphic design work, I paint, and I do photography." And he was just kind of like, "Yeah, so you might want to just like narrow it down to one thing." And it was just like, do you know who you talking to? Like, what are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And then like, I found myself just like spinning gears. Like, I was never really going nowhere with just all these different things I was trying to pursue. And it was just like, okay, well, maybe he was right. Let me just focus on this photography thing, because I feel like I can get more out of this than the other things that I was doing. So it was kind of like, you know, one of the big homies telling me like, hey man, like, you know what I'm saying? Try this. This is how I figured it out. So, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I'm going to pass the game down to you. And so, like, at the time, I was like...
Big up to big homies.
Big homies. Listen, if people are talking to you about things, they care about you. They're not haters. They care about you. They just try to help you out.
Constructive criticism.
Yes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took his advice, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, it's been paying off. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love, like, hearing about your journey because I don't feel like you shared a lot. Like, when people go to, like, your social media, which is, like, kind of, like, our way of expressing ourselves in today's, like, world. Like, everyone has a social media platform.
Right.
And that's, like, the only way people can really talk to you or, like, engage with you if they're not face-to-face.
Right.
You don't really get a lot of that. You know what I mean? You don't get that a lot from your page in particular. It's more so just all of your work.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, you go through, you see all of the amazing things you've done, like, just the places you've been, the people you've seen. Like, what is your top person, thing you photographed or, like, maybe illustrated or painted? Like, what's your favorite piece of work of yourself?
I'm about to sound real, like, artish.
Do it.
Like, I hate everything that I do.
What?
Yeah. Like, literally, like, people are, oh my God, I love your work. And it's just like, I definitely appreciate any type of, like, praise or anything like that. But I honestly, and it's kind of the one thing that keeps me going and doing things, because it's like, oh man, I got to keep going to get back to that same position again. But I don't find any of it interesting. It's always just like, you could have did better than this, man. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like...
Yeah, like, you make it seem like you're your biggest, like, critic, right?
Yeah, and so, like, I don't mean to say, like, everything I do is just trash, because I like some stuff I do, well, majority of it, but it's just, like, I'm never satisfied with it, so I always want to keep doing more stuff, and then it always gets me, like, in these predicaments. It's like, why am I in this room? Like, like, I was never supposed to be here.
Oh, but no, that's... Like, I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. Like, you're amazing. People know it. Like, you go on, and I know social media shouldn't be, like, the factor, like, the deciding factor in that.
Yeah.
But you see who rock with you. You see, you know, the doors that has been open for you. Like, you know people fuck with you and your work. You are amazing.
Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that. But I feel like a lot of the places I've been, and I'm going to get to answer your question in a minute, because I do have stuff I haven't really... proud about, but a lot of the places and the people I met was just off of just me being myself, and it's not like I want to be like a part of something or just be like chasing the clout. Like, if I meet somebody, I'm gonna treat you like I treat everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can
person, like,
joke with you, talk to you, you know what I'm saying? You could be a janitor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna talk to you like I would like the owner of a company, just because, like, you never know. Like, I've had plenty of people, like a bouncer I've been cool with, let me into a show, or, you know what I'm saying? Or just like a friend that I met like off the street in like maybe like New York City hit me back up talking about I got a friend that's looking for a photographer and it's for X, Y, and Z. And it's like, oh, crazy. I met
just
you.
The doors that open just from being a decent person. Like, being a nice person, you know?
Treating everybody like you want to be treated, especially the women. Like, not to say you got to treat women any better, but just open the door. You know what I'm saying? Open the door for somebody, especially women. Ask if they need help for anything, like carrying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just being polite. Like, my grandparents raised me to be a certain way, and a lot of people feel like you got to like reward a fish for swimming, but no, that like if my grandparents probably rolling their grave if I didn't hold the door before a woman.
Just the decency, like the human decency of it all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's take care of each other. Let's make sure everybody's good. 100%. As opposed to being like, oh, well, nobody owes me anything. Well, you can hold the door for somebody. Or you can...
or like that, or like just feeling entitled to in some points. Like, there's a spectrum there. It's like, oh, no, nobody owes me. And it's like, everyone owes me everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's I don't know what's going on, but I just feel like if we just all like look after each other, we'll be a lot further than we are.
Community.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It takes all of us to build the future we want to see.
Exactly.
It's not going to take one person. It's going to take us all.
Exactly. So, you know, but yeah.
That piece, though.
Oh, okay. So I honestly could say the best thing I ever, and this is like painting, photography, whatever.
Anything.
Wow. So last year I told myself, whatever opportunities I have, I'm gonna just take it, and I want to be exhausted by the end of 2019. So any opportunity I had to go anywhere and bring my camera, I would go. So I think going to the Raptors, the Raptors
Championship
parade. And it was one of those things where I wasn't a follower coming up when I was in my early 20s, but I was definitely like, if nobody else is going, I'm probably not going to go. So a lot of my friends didn't want to go. So I was just like, man, you know what? This is going to have to be one of your things. So I hopped on a Greyhound, which I normally do. Like, I don't care.
Jimmy, you be traveling.
Yeah, I don't care how I get anywhere. Yeah, I don't care how I get
Yeah.
anywhere. Like, I just hop on a Greyhound. I rode. It was 12 hours getting there because I waited last minute. I didn't go through Canada. I went through the United States.
The New York way?
Yeah.
That
So,
sucks.
yeah.
Guys, don't take that route.
Don't ever take that route. If you can go anywhere, just go the quickest route. And if you're going to Toronto, go through Canada if you can.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't. At the time, I didn't have a car. I had got to a bad car accident, which you were there.
Yeah.
And so my car was done. So I had to hop on a Greyhound. I took the 12-hour trek to get there. As soon as I got there, I just put on my camera and just start like talking to people. I go to Canada, Toronto, like plenty of times. So like, you know how we know where everything is at. You know where everything is at. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just know where to be at. And it was just like, it was like everything was basic instinct. If you're familiar with a camera and you do stuff like that, you know where to be at. You know how to listen to yourself.
Where the crowd's at, where you know where the movement's headed.
Yeah.
Or where it's gonna be. Like you can already predict it in a sense, especially in a place like Toronto. It's like, it's big city in a way, but it's still kind of small in the sense of their mentality. They're still like really new and like every little corner can be popping, but you know where, at what time, what's gonna be popping.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like we used to go to Toronto for Carabana like every year. And it was the first time.
Big up Carabana.
Yes, man. If y'all haven't been, y'all better go. Just like take 1 year and just go. Just go have fun. But yeah, like I never was I could never see myself doing as much traveling as I did. And so when I first went there, my best friend, Ralph, he was just like, yeah, man, we supposed to be going. Our friend's supposed to come pick us up and they was late to come get us. And it was just like, man, like, where they at? We playing PlayStation. And I'm just like, bro, like, they don't come. I can just go pick up a shift at work and just go back to work. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm going to drive my car if they don't come. I'm looking over like, dude, like, what's going on? So I get out there.
That's how serious it is.
I didn't never know. Like, it was crazy. I get out there. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, this is,
oh, my God.
like, this is what Toronto is?
Every little U-turn, no matter where.
It was like, man, like, I got to start coming. And then it was just like, as time goes on, it's just like, so Toronto's literally 4 hours away, and it's just like that. That's it.
You go to Chicago, you go to Toronto.
Yep.
And if you speed a little bit in Canada, you can get there in like 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. I wouldn't do it, but 3.5 hours, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, like, it's that was like one of the biggest things to me because it was just like the whole instant was crazy. As soon as I got out there, I met like 4 or 5 people. We all kicked it. We all like had things in common. We still cool to this day.
That's awesome.
But I almost died though.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Can I take a brief break? But I want to hear this story.
Yeah.
I want to add some mint leaves to this because we're gonna get this cat.
Let's get it going. I'm just talking, man.
But I love it. Like this is what this is for. I want to hear your stories.
I thought we was making drinks. I feel like
we're making drinks while I'm listening to you.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like,
you talk, I make drinks.
All right, cool.
It's very simple. Very like, you know. Not animalistic. What is it? Primitive.
Primitive, yep.
Yeah. I cook, you talk.
Okay.
Mint leaves. I'm going to throw about 12 in these because we're going to muddle it up. But let's hear how you almost died in Toronto.
So yeah. Cheetah, yeah, man. It's crazy out there now. When I was going out there first, it was like, they was leaving their doors unlocked and you can just like walk in somebody's crib and say what's good.
Literally.
Literally. But so after the parade, I got all these shots or whatever. I'm like, yeah, man, this has been fun.
Like photo shots.
Like, I don't drink or shoot people. So, you know, those type of photos. I gotta start saying like photos. People think I'm a gangbanger. But yeah, so I go to the eating center, the mall. And so I'm like, all right, I'm about to go run to this food court, grab some food. So I go to the food court. I was about to go to the Hudson's, whatever, across from the food court. The guy was like, no, you can't go through here. This part is closed. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to go grab some food and I'm going to holler back. So I go downstairs. I eat my little whatever salad I just made. All of a sudden, I see people running. So I'm like, I kind of want to see where people are running from. I don't know what, man. Yeah. This is not something I normally do, folks.
Jimmy.
No, that's not something I normally do. I'm
My
like,
black ass running the opposite way.
Yeah, but you know, I was like, we're in Toronto, so I feel safe out here. So I'm just like, I want to see where we're running from. It can't be that bad. It's only Canada. Like,
no.
what's going on out here? So I actually go upstairs and I see security start running. And then I see another security guard like, no, run that way. And I'm just like, oh. It was like Jurassic Park, we running from the T-Rex. I don't know what's going on, but everybody's just running. So it's a girl in front of me, and like she's just walking, strolling. I'm like, baby girl, you gotta go. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, it don't matter, but I had to scoop her up.
Oh my God.
We all ran inside of there's like 30 or 40 of us, and we run inside of a Foot Locker. We just in there chilling, and I'm thinking like everything is gonna be cool. All of a sudden, like, no, go to the back of the Foot Locker where the shoes are. So we all in the stock room at Foot Locker.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah, and it's just like, now we're in the back of the stock room where people like take out the trash in the hallways. And it's just like, yeah, it's an active shooter in the mall. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I remember like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Like messaging like, is this nigga okay? He's like, I'm all right, guys. Like,
yeah, I was like, to my 6 followers that care, like, I haven't been shot. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm alive. But it was crazy because like the younger kids, they got wind of what was going on. They start like playing like practical jokes. Like, you see black people. Black people see black people run. We gonna run.
We running.
So we in an enclosed space, and then all the doors are windows, so you can see outside.
Whoa.
But they locked us in. And so all the police were outside looking at us, and we just like, can we leave? And everybody's just like, nah, we can't go nowhere yet. And then somebody just like made up in their head they gonna start running. So we all ran towards the glass and banging on it like, oh, let us out. And I ain't cried, but tears fall. And it got hot, so I teared up a little bit. I thought this was the end.
You can just say it's a little sweat.
Yeah, like it rolled down to my eye, and then it rolled down my eye. So it's one of those. But other than that, it was a good time. I just walked back to the Greyhound station, just like went home.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So out of all of that, you think your favorite piece came out of that scenario? Yeah,
it was just like I like telling stories. Like I like being able to like take pictures and like tell people how this was without actually actually being there and not actually using like words. Like I feel like I can explain something to you, but I can show you something a lot better than I can explain it to you.
And that's what you feel like your photos, your
images, your
illustrations are.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I want people to take away from it. Like I want to be able to like document, like stories and like. I want my kids for anything to be like, oh, this is what my dad did when he was younger, and he went here and he got to meet this person, and this is what they were doing, and they can show friends and other family members.
Show them.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? It's about money and stuff like that, but I want to be able to have something left around when I'm gone because you just never know. R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant.
Jeez, O.P.
Yeah. So.
Heard about that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. But back to the drink.
Yes. So I just want you to smell that.
Yeah.
The base of a mojito is some good mint.
Yeah.
It's some good mint. And this is fantastic. So I muddled it up with some ice. Like you can see it's even kind of chopped up in there. Now, you're not going to drink rum. I'm not going to make the first one with it, but you do need some lime juice, which I've already prepped. So I kind of went through this a couple times, both with a few of my guests. The jigger here is what it's called. You have a small side and you have a big side. The big side we're going to leave for the rum or for your sake.
Air. We're going to leave that for air.
We're going to put in the jigger some lime juice here. Boop. And then I'm also going to sweeten this with simple syrup. So authentically, they usually use like sugar and they muddle it with the lime. Sugar gets a little grainy, especially if you don't have like a warm kind of like current going through it to kind of make it a simple syrup. So I'm just going to use my own simple syrup.
That looks like water.
It's simple syrup.
Okay.
I think I've said this throughout every video I've ever done. Simple syrup is 1 part water, 1 part sugar. So if you want to make simple syrup, you put on the stove 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, you let it boil, and it turns into this.
Yeah, you a sorcerer. Like, what are you talking about? You got the gloves and you muddling and making simple sugars.
This is a witchy mojito. I'll make mine witchy with the rum.
You know, it's crazy. I took a bartending class.
So you know what's up.
Yeah, but I just don't drink. They was like, taste these things. I'm like,
This is new to me.
Yeah, at Cliff Bells. I got a certificate and everything, yeah.
Damn, and big up Cliff Bells, like the best jazz and really good cocktails and wine.
Right.
I didn't know that, Jimmy. I'm going to put this simple syrup in here. Boom. And then also, I'm going to shake this up because every good mojito needs to be shaken.
Shaken, not stirred.
Not stirred.
That's what James Bond said.
With his martinis.
Yeah, he did.
I like my martinis stirred, so I'm a little different.
Going against the grain there.
A little bit, you know, a little all the beaten path.
Little rebel.
I'm going to shake this baby. You want to, actually, Jimmy, you shake it. You got the bartending classes and all.
It's on my hand. It's on my hand. It's alcohol on my hand. I'm just playing. It's not alcohol.
It's not alcohol. Okay, so thank you for doing that. Okay.
That shit is good.
Before it's like
yeah,
I know. I have these two. They're champagne flute stemless, but they look so cute for mojitos.
Dog, let's get it.
Okay, I'm gonna put some ice in yours, just a couple cubes, and usually you do this in a Collins glass. It's a tall, skinny one, just a little thicker than this with the same circumference, but it's so cute. I want to do this.
It's like we at the Rock Nation brunch. But we not.
We not. This is definitely not that.
Jay-Z is not here, folks.
Jigga is not in the building, but we do have a
Beyonce
jigger.
Yeah, we have a jigger, not jigger.
Not jigger. So I'm gonna strain this out for you, and then I want you to top yourself off. Look, oh my God, look how great that looks. See, that is the beauty to a really good mojito. That mint.
Yep.
Getting that color there with the lime juice. Oh my goodness.
It's like that John Juicy color. If it doesn't look like your uncle's eyes that drinks really too much, it's not right. You gotta remix it.
Jimmy references are always spot on. You do not hear Jimmy reference and not think that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up in a way because like who would think about something like that? But it's just like, it's gotta look like John Juice. It's gotta look like it has a disease.
Exactly. We're gonna top this off. Actually, you are with some sparkling water, club soda. People use Sprite, especially for kids if they're doing this as a
7-Up.
Yes. So talk about that.
It's a Sunday, so we're gonna go to the top.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, I don't have a job, so I got a GoFundMe started to pay this rent.
Go support.
Go support.
Now I mean, I have a lot of artists on this show. Like, and when I mean artists, I mean just people who create things.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stir that up a little bit?
Definitely.
You can definitely do this. People, get these at restaurants and places and don't think they can ask for a stir. Ask for a stir. You don't want your stuff layered to you're only tasting one part of a cocktail. You want to have that blended.
Yeah, definitely.
So I do have a lot of artists in here in the sense of like people who create things. And I think I've asked this question quite a few times. What is like one way people can like really support you if it's just one thing they could do?
That's a good question. I don't really know off the top of my head what I really would want. I don't know. I'll just say like share the work or just like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what? That's a good question. Like, just, I don't know. I don't know how I want other people to do it. I know how I would want to do it. Mm-hmm. But, just visit my Instagram page, or I have a website also. I got a lot of stuff I'm like working on this year, so be on the lookout for that. It's a different way I want to display my work, so be on the lookout for that. And just
support.
Yeah, just whatever you can. Like, I'm not asking for money. I just want people to see my work. At the end of the day, I just want to be seen.
Yeah.
My work to be seen, not me. I don't care. You'll probably never see a photo of me out there, but just like...
Never on your Instagram, I know that's for sure.
Yeah, you'll probably see like one or two or whatever. People be like, I don't know who you are, bro. And they'll be standing like right next to me the whole time. And they'll be like, that's crazy.
If you're ever out with Jimmy, just feel like just be prepared to feel like you're the most important, or at least with the most important person in the world.
What?
Literally, everyone comes up to you. Hey, you're Jimmy Goldfingers.
That never happens to me at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Never happens to me.
It happens.
No.
Look, it happens too frequently. Every time I'm out, oh, what's up, dude? Oh, what's up?
It's followed by, you owe me $5.
Liar.
Yeah. They want that money that's been owed. I stole their lighters. They want them back.
Whatever. You don't even smoke.
Yeah,
Oh, you
they want
stole
that.
You stole their lighter to light your candles.
Yeah, light my candles at
candles?
home, or like that little small piece that goes to your iPhone and the connector. Like I steal those. Hey, bro, did you see mine? That's Jimmy Goldfingers. Did you see that connector piece? Nah,
That's
bro.
fine, bro. No, but that's great. You want people to support you. You have a lot of things coming up in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm super excited about that I saw, and I want you to expound upon it. Someone big, a huge festival, not only in like music, which of course everyone has these music festivals going on, but in art, culture, and film.
Yeah.
Asked you to do something.
So yeah, Christian Mingle puts on a festival every year, and they decided like, hey, one of God's children, why don't you be a part of this? But nah, yeah. South by Southwest, yeah, which is really crazy because it was just like one of the things that I told myself I was going to do this year. I want to be more involved with just like telling stories through music. I love music, but like my only contribution to music would be like photos. I can't sing or do anything like that. So, ooh, what's that?
Oops.
Gotta scoop that out.
You just want a little bit of that, not a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a salad in there.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Whoops. Whoops.
I told you I'm not perfect. Do you want mini yours?
I don't care. Yeah, throw some of that shit in there.
All right, shit. Hold on. Hold on.
But yeah, South by Southwest is one of the I would say like it's mostly like underground like artists, right?
Yeah.
And then just like blow up after that, like.
After they hit South by Southwest, like I remember I used to do like events for my college, and we would go to different festivals, and South by Southwest was one of them that we couldn't afford.
Wow.
So we went to like the other ones that are similar like that, but the artists who we were hiring at these conferences, these festivals, were going straight to South by Southwest after ours. And one of them I remember meeting is a huge star now. Starts with a G. Begins with an easy. Sorry, ends with an easy. Begins with a G. G-Eazy. Let's just put it out there.
Oh yeah, G-Eazy. I'm like.
Was that one of those guys? And he like, I remember like from when he first began, wasn't a huge like artist. Like he was doing this thing and had like a following. But after that conference, he came back and we wanted to hire him for our show, which we did. It was significantly more money to hire him than after he did that festival. So this place is where all the movers and shakers goes, not only just for music, but for film.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Culture.
Yeah.
And for like, if you have an idea, if you call yourself a creator, you call yourself like an artist, you want to be there just to soak up all of that and to be able to contribute all that too.
Right.
There's a lot of shit that happened at South by Southwest, and you will be kind of like the curators for that.
Yeah, which is cool.
Us what the fuck is happening there.
That's, the crazy thing about that is I told myself, like, I used to sneak into it. Like, I learned how to do a lot of stuff sneaking. Like, I had to steal the car to learn how to drive. So my way of, like, learning things is, like, if nobody's going to teach me, I'm going to figure out, like, the illegal way. So, like, I probably snuck into, like, a ton of concerts my whole life. And it was just like, you know what? After a while, people are going to see this, and then I'm not going to have to sneak in anymore. So last year I applied to South by Southwest. They said they love my stuff. They just said I just missed like a few key like points. And it was just like, you know what? I can only accept this as constructive criticism.
Yep.
And then figure out a way to get there next year. So this year was next year. I applied. I felt good about it, but I wasn't too sure. It was just kind of like, might happen, might not. But if it doesn't happen, hey, you know what? I still got a nice situation here in Detroit, and I'm gonna still make moves regardless. But I'm really excited about it. So hopefully I can make the city proud.
You've already made the city proud.
Make my mother proud.
You already made your mom proud.
Nah, she doesn't like me.
Jimmy, that is so fucking fantastic. Like, I know there's a community here in Detroit where everyone's just kind of supporting each other and making sure that they can propel themselves outside of the city, because there's a lot of eyes on us right now. And let me garnish you with a nice little lime wheel. But it's also good when you can step out of the city and still be able to like kind of represent it in a sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just be like, you know what, I'm an awesome artist no matter where I go, even outside of Detroit. Like,
definitely.
So thank you for being like one of those people who can do that for us and be that person to showcase that Detroit is amazing, and it has really talented people.
We have so many talented people here. It's just like, and the fact that I contribute a lot of what I do to people that are around me. You, my homeboy Casey, Don, Clue, Justin. It's so many people, man. I can't even just think about it right now. But it's just like everybody that I hang around. It's like playing basketball. You don't want to go to the NBA and then you're Carmelo Anthony, and then your best friend is like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and then you over here Carmelo Anthony. No offense, Carmelo Anthony. He's a great basketball player, but it's just like you want to be able to match everything that they're doing, not try to be better than them, but you kind of want to be on that same level, that same plateau. Like, oh, they're doing this. I want to do what I'm set out to do my own certain way, but we can all
be great.
Great.
We all want to share this greatness.
Yeah, like, you know what? Like, I'm cool with all the clout and stuff like that, but my thing is I want to be great no matter, like you said, no matter where you go. Like, you can be able to go to, like, New York or go to Toronto, go to Paris, go to Texas, go to Atlanta, and people just know who you are. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to be, like, cloudy, but it's just like, oh, these are my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shout out to everybody that's been helping me along the way, you know, like,
for real.
Slept on many of couches. I've taken, I wouldn't even say charity, just like in binds, like people looking out for me or whatever. And, you know, in return, like, just keep your hands open to them too. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways. So
all relationships should be mutually beneficial.
Definitely.
In a sense, like, you give into me, I'm going to give into you. You take from me, I take from you.
Exactly.
Like, it's always a cycle, but it should be positive, and it should never, ever be one-sided.
Definitely.
Like, you want to keep that flow going. And I feel the same, like, just the energy you put out to people. You never close your door to someone or said, like, no, like, straight up. Unless it's some like, fuck shit, and you like, I need to protect myself.
You know? I can't give you like my crib for a month. You know what I'm saying?
But, like,
something like that.
If it's,
but yeah, if it's like something I can like, if it's something like, okay, if you hungry and I got like $5 to my name, it's in my pocket, I can get another $5 from somewhere. Maybe this is their only way to get $5 from me, from somebody that's me. Yeah. And it's just like, I'll make that back, or I got people I can go to their crib and grab some to eat, so I'm not tripping. But my thing is I want to see everybody win, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like used. I want to be utilized, but not used.
Oh, that is such, like, I've said that before in like other cases.
Yeah.
But that's like the pinnacle of like being a person. You know, you want people to like feed off you and use your energy, and like, dude, but you don't want to be used to the point where you're like, all right, what else?
What?
Like, you've taken all this from me. What have you like restored?
What are you talking about?
You know?
No, I'm not about to shoot your autobiography in photos. Like,
like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, like, we're not doing this. And it comes with like maturity and being able to tell people yes and no. Let your no's mean no's and your yeses mean yeses. Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that as like, keep rules for yourself too.
Like, keep yourself accountable for the things you want to, like, I know I don't want to do this, so let me stay on the path where I don't even have to
think about that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's awesome, Jimmy. I did want to revert back. Oh, actually, let's take a sip really quickly, because these look fantastic. Dude. Yours is just a little bit more green, and that's due to the fact that I did add one additional ingredient, which is rum to the
She added 98 gasoline to hers.
I'm going to be lit, literally. Get this bitch on fire.
Yeah, the boomerang.
But these look like really great freaking cocktails. This here is what you would typically get at any restaurant. You go to like a really high class restaurant, you're like, hey, you know, don't drink, you know, what can I do to, you know, sometimes people may use this to look social in a social setting where people are drinking. You're like, hey, just don't do the rum, add club soda for me.
Yeah, life hack. Yeah,
exactly. Literally life hack. You don't have to feel like you're excluded because you don't drink. And I don't think you've ever felt that way, Jimmy. Like,
no.
There be plenty of times I'm lit as fuck.
But yeah, but you know what? Like... people always, this is the craziest thing ever since I've been like 20, 21. People always think I've been drunk in situations. And I'll be like, I'm never drunk in anything.
No, you're just a lively person. You're yourself with or without any type of like substance or anything. You are your person, regardless of what what situation you're in.
Yeah, you don't definitely want to have a crutch to be like, oh, I need this to go out, or I gotta have this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go out, have fun, enjoy yourself, like enjoy cocktails with your friends or whatnot. But I feel like when you have to do certain things to be at a certain to survive in certain situations, then you might have to seek a little bit of help.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be out at a party like, I need a drink. It's
Oh
like,
my God, yeah.
it's like, I want one. I want to be, you know, I like the feeling I get with it, you know.
Yeah, like do
positive
your
things about
thing.
it,
But if it's like, man, I can't function on the Tuesday without this screwdriver
you got a problem.
or whatever that drink is called, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Screwdriver, orange juice, vodka. I do not drink vodka. We will not have vodka.
We don't
on
do
the
that
show.
then. If you don't do it, I don't. We don't do it.
Let's cheers.
Oh my God, it tastes like candy. This is really
I thought,
good.
you know, it's good. This is good as fuck. I'm like, you know what, guys? I might just have to start my own little cocktail line of
This
stuff.
is the one with the rum.
I broke Jimmy.
This is the one with the rum. Call my mom. She'll know what to do. Call my mom. She'll know what to do.
Jimmy.
Oh my God.
He's joking.
Yeah.
That's the mocktail one.
This is the mocktail one. No,
But
it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Like, this is
Nice.
awesome.
Cheers to that. I want to get back to your awesomeness. And you are, I would say, the world's traveler. You go everywhere, see everything, do everything.
Mm-hmm.
My question for you, if Delta, which is to me number one in airline
Go
companies,
Spirit. They're endorsing me, so we have to say Go Spirit.
Gotta do it with a smile. If Delta gave you one ticket and they like pick any place in the world, where would you go and why?
I don't know. I would rather go somewhere that I've never been. I want to go. Are they gonna give me a return ticket too, or I gotta figure that out? Or
It's round trip.
oh, okay.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like,
You're so needy.
I mean, I gotta come back home at some point. Feed my cats. I don't have no cats. I don't have a cat. We don't do cats. But I don't know. I've always been like east. I want to say like I want to go back out to. I've been there before. Somewhere out west. I don't know where, but it's just somewhere out west.
Out west?
Yeah.
Like west in the States or just west in general?
West in general. I don't know where, but just somewhere. I don't know. Like, that's a good question.
All right. This is going to get a little deeper.
Can I say like Highland Park? Can I
If
take
Delta flew there, sure.
Highland Park? No, I don't know. Wow.
Where haven't you like shot before that you may want to get some shots?
Everywhere. I want to just keep going everywhere. It's not one place that I have like a destination of that I gotta go. It's just everywhere. I gotta see like everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because when I go to a place for the first time, I never take good pictures because it's like I'm always like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know you enjoy your time.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been on plenty of trips. I'm like, damn, what my photos?
Yeah.
I want to post on the IG, let them know I've been here. It's like
6 photos.
damn.
I just bought this.
That's how you know you enjoyed your time.
Bro, I just bought a 300 gig memory card for 6 photos. My God,
Like,
man,
damn
what did
it.
I do? But I probably had the
Enjoyed
best
yourself.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it just flows. But anywhere, I like going anywhere that's outside of my comfort zone. Like I like, it's gonna sound really messed up. I like going places where I don't know where I'm gonna sleep at night.
That doesn't sound messed up.
Yeah, because it's like when I go to New York, I always have a couch to sleep on, but I always come in at like 5 a.m. and then I go back out at like 10 a.m. And it's just like, man, like I want to one day just like go out and just like be out in the streets for like 3 days straight.
Oh my God.
And just be taking photos and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
New
Just,
York, you can fucking do that.
you definitely.
100%.
Man, let me tell you, one time I went to New York and I was broke. I was planning on moving out there. And so I had, it was during like MTV Music Awards. And so I think Travis Scott had an after party. So I seen it on his page. I'm like, I'm gonna go and just try to see if I can fess my camera in there and just do some shits. And when I get there, it's just like, this is probably not happening. This is probably not happening. So I was out there with like actual paparazzi people. Like I think they call them like night crawlers. You seen the movie Nightcrawler?
Night crawlers, yeah.
Yeah, those people really exist. They really do stuff.
That's crazy.
And I think they were just like, this guy's some guy with a camera, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I started taking pictures with him. We got cool. And so the next morning I woke up, it was these photos I took of G-Eazy. Damn, I shouldn't be saying this because I was trying to remain anonymous.
Alex, so, you heard it here first.
Oh, man. Because I don't want him to be like, you're the guy? You're the guy. So no, he was like, they were just like taking photos for some publication. I don't know what it was for. But I was like, let me see if these photos can be worth something. Mm-hmm. And it was him and his ex-girlfriend getting in the truck together, this car together. So I text TMZ and I was laying on the couch. And I didn't even put the phone down. And I got a response. They said, you have the photos? Send us your phone number. Then I gave him my phone number. Then one of the people called me and was just like, yeah, so we're at a bidding war with this third-party corporation. They have the photos too, but they want X amount of money. And I was like, I'll send them. Right now.
It's done.
It's done. The amount of money they offered me, I paid my rent and had like a couple $100 left over. I was just like,
yo.
I feel sorry for those guys working hard last night. My rent is due tomorrow.
Rent's paid, baby.
Man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. I like having like stories and like going back on the train at like 3 a.m. and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that is like really cool to me because it's like, it's just like an adventure. Mm-hmm. It's like stuff you could do as a child, but you're old enough to do it and you have the means to do it.
Yeah, there's no restrictions on you, you know?
Yeah, especially now it's like some days I wake up like I don't have a curfew. I don't have to come back here. So,
unless I want to. Like, I do what I want.
Yes, I do what I want, but at the same time, I do what I have to do in part now with my art to fund what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And this is
creating that legacy, like building that.
And don't feel ashamed if you got to work a 9 to 5 because I've been working. I used to work at Whole Foods for a long time. I had 9 to 5 since I was 16, and it's just like now I'm able to like grasp hold of a financial means based on what I like to do, and I can do what I want to do based off that. So if you got something that you want to do, and you got to work that KFC or get stomped and trampled at the Popeyes making chicken sandwiches, do that until you can like buy that camera or that music equipment or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's amazing. Mm-hmm. I want to revert back to this question for just 2 seconds before we finally toast out. Damn, you kind of beat me.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink too. I love sugar. Anything with sugar in it, alcohol, I'll be done.
Drink it?
Done.
If you could take one of your favorite artists or photographers to go shoot with you, or to create art with you, who is it? Dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Photography wise, it would have to be. There's so many people in Detroit I would want to shoot with, but my boy Jay Mills, we always go out when we shoot and we have like a good time, and he's always been somebody I look up to as far as a photographer. And like he's even like one time I was at Whole Foods making a pizza. He's like, bro, you still shooting? At the time I was like, man, forget this camera. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, man, you gotta keep shooting, man. You dope. And I knew I was trash. This is when I first started.
You were not.
I was terrible when I first started. But he was just like, man, you gotta keep shooting, you gotta go hang out. And it was just like, dang, if my boy Jay Mills is like the dopest photographer I know, he's like, you gotta keep doing it. It's just like, well, I gotta keep doing it then. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to like do more stuff with him, and it's always a learning experience seeing him, what he does and how he navigates through like really the city and through his adventure as being a photographer. Painting wise, I don't know. Benjamin West is like one of my favorite painters. He's the guy that has the painting of the DIA at the Last Supper, and it's like this huge.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Painting.
Yeah.
does something to me. I can't walk by without giving the shivers.
Yeah, because it's so, you gotta think, like, back in those days, they didn't have like no photo references. Like, Jesus, stand still, bro. Like, I'm trying to get this. This is for the masterpiece.
Come in. Y'all out the frame. Y'all out the
Judas,
frame.
bro. Like, Judas, like, I need you to, what you doing, bro? Like, be here. Like, I know you don't like Jesus. I'm gonna keep it in the law, but I'm gonna need you to be here. And give him like the side eye. You know what I'm saying? But no, his stuff is just like so detailed for the area Timon was in. So I did a report on him, and it was just like all the stuff he had to go through is a lot of stuff I feel like me myself go through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a American painter, and then he had to leave to go to a European country just to get recognized, and then he couldn't even come back.
Damn.
You know? So it's like, sometimes you don't get recognized in your hometown. You gotta leave. And do some other stuff and then come back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So I figure like Jay Mills and Benjamin West. Yeah, those are two of my favorites in those two little medians.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right, well, Jimmy, like, thank you always for just being a great person and like
I'm a horrible person.
Always bringing the good vibes. Like, I hate that word sometimes because you know it gets too convoluted with like what the fuck
everything
is
a vibe. Like, I threw these vibes on the other day.
Yeah, exactly. It was like it becomes a noun, an adjective, like it's a verb. Like, what the fuck? But
hopped in my vibe the other day and did donuts.
Which it is a car.
Hey, bro, you got a car? You got a Prius? It's a Prius. Is it a vibe?
It's
That's
my
the name
vibe.
of the car.
It's my vibe.
Unless you drive a vibe.
That's what I'm saying.
A
It's
Pontiac vibe. Don't say
me?
vibe, man. Just come on, folks.
It's 2020.
Jesus Christ.
But no, thank you always. Just such
Anytime.
a good time. Like, I mean, I love your energy, love your spirit. You're always like just so positive, and you bring that light with you wherever you go. Like,
Got to.
I'm closing this out
Mm-hmm.
with a fuck, marry, kill. You gotta do it.
Okay.
So, for you, Jimmy, would you fuck, marry, and kill, or kill? Fuck, no, you have to do all three. Fuck, marry, kill. Photography, travel,
Damn.
and painting.
Can I kill myself? I gotta get rid of.
No, you can't kill yourself.
I gotta fuck photography because like that's how I kind of like make money.
Okay.
Only reason I would say kill painting is because I've done it for so long, and I kind of, if I don't do it as much now anyway, just because of my schedule and like, you know what I'm saying, how busy I am. But I would have to marry travel just because it's just like, at a moment's notice, I get like, this is why I don't drink or do drugs. Like, wanderlust is real. Like, it'd be times sitting at home like, dog, I can just hop on a Greyhound right now and go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm scratching my neck like, oh, man, I just go to Atlanta right now. Just do nothing, walk around downtown Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or
Like, travel is your drug in a sense.
yeah, because it's just like, how often do you have access to go to different places in the world, in the United States, and just like sit there and like, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn just to go eat some lunch.
It's more possible now than it has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. My mom was talking so much crap about me. I remember one time she was like, poor people love to travel. And I was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. Talk to me like that.
Mom's called you out.
Yeah, she called me out sitting there counting her thousands and millions of dollars. I'm like, oh, like for real. I just asked you for 20 on the tank. Like, put my business out there like that. But no, like, yeah, traveling is like, is one of those things where I might not even take my camera sometimes. I just might go. You know what I'm saying? Go hang with some friends. New York is like a vacation spot to me, obviously. It's like, man, people are like, what are you talking about? New York? It's like rats and stuff there. Like, nah, it's like...
Most beautiful place in the world.
Yeah.
A hub of every culture you can ever think of.
Man, it's like every time I go, there's like a new place I've never been to or...
When we met up with you last time, I was there, I think. It was kind of cold, maybe February?
Yeah, it was like March
or something. It was earlier. You took us to that photography place, and that was the first time I saw, like, I got a disposable camera. That was the first time I saw a disposable camera in maybe like 7 years. I had never even seen, like, because it's such a, like, like not repressed, but just a memory from like reminiscing of like my childhood. I never really thought I would see another one of those.
Yeah, that place is like
phenomenal.
Just tucked. It's like tucked away, and yeah, I go there. I still got the same one.
That was like, I still have mine too. I haven't even gotten developed yet. I don't know where place develops them. I gotta go back to New York.
No, I take mine to CVS. That's a hell of a hike to get the 32 exposures developed.
It's worth it.
You're gonna sit there. You're gonna sit there like, man, we're closing. Like, no, I don't have a place to stay. This is where that's why I came out here. So yeah, traveling is like definitely a big thing to me. So.
Oh, nice. We got your fuck, marry, kill. We got these killer ass cocktails in your mocktail. I mean, I think it just gets better and better. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Anytime.
Damn, I kind of feel like I need to pour you more. I want to cheers you off, but
it's all good.
To cheers in
yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I can just drink the rest of the salad that's at the bottom.
Throw the lime in there, muddle it up a little bit.
You know
Thank you so much. Cheers to it.
I'm gonna